Got another one. That was cool. I could see him eat it out there. I walked it a little bit on my signature tiny. Wow, that might be like an 18. He's figuring out what's going on now. That's a solid one. I guess he just thought his dinner was fighting back. But then... Oh guys, tiny glide fish. Nice bass too. All right, first fish we catch today. Inhales the custom tiny glide. I got my red tail on there. We got some true fall weather finally. It's in the 50s today. Gonna do a little creek fishing. Doesn't seem like it's super stained, so we should be in luck. Got my signature colored Era tiny glide there on my Arc 6'4" light fast with that Arc Gravity BFS and 6-pound sunline. Got a nice starter fish for us. Got that tail dipped red. Maybe we can catch a pretty big one on it. This one's good. This one's probably close to 15. I'll get my ruler out here sometime soon. Got another one. That was cool. I could see him eat it out there. I walked it a little bit and then that bass got it. Oh, that's another nice one. We'll measure him. He's just a little bigger maybe than the last one we caught. Oh, this is awesome. This little waterfall. You ever upper lift a bass before? Yeah, boys, that's a 16-incher on my signature tiny. Already got two nice bass here on the tiny glide to start it off. Whoa. Y'all, I'll take 16-inch creek bass all day. I know there's a few around the 20-inch mark in this area. Beyond that spillway. We'll see if we can catch one today. Another one. What is that? I think that's a panfish on the tiny. Yep, little green sunny. Little green sunfish. Got him. There's a little bitty one back in this backwater. That little swim bait fish. The sunfish are not committing to it, which I'm not mad about, but the bass have been so far. Just kind of doing an erratic walk and pause retrieve with it. I'm really liking how it's casting. This is a pretty fresh Gravity BFS. It's a 7-to-1, guys. This 6'4" light is a fast action rod, so it is a little more bendy. You don't really want to call it moderate because it's not a moderate rod, but it's a little more bendy than the extra fast. It fishes these little treble baits, you know, a bit better. And man, with that light line and that fresh gravity on there, as well as the pin weights that I have on the underside of the bait, this thing is actually casting straight, no knuckling. And that's important because these small glide baits, they're really not all that aerodynamic. Sometimes it is hard to cast them, but with this setup, watch this, just a flick, simple. I can load it up and actually cast it pretty far right now too, especially with those pin weights in. Another one. He came out from some brush right here and got it. Take the action of big glide bait fishing in terms of like what you can do with a big glide bait, and mix it with the biteability of a little 2.5 inch 1/8 ounce size one. Put it on some light line and a light rod, and you can catch a ton of fish and have a lot of fun doing it. No way. That one came and got it off the soft, guys. He might be pretty good. He's making some big waves. Yeah, man. Wow, that might be like an 18. He's figuring out what's going on now. Wow. Whoa. Close quarters. Got him on the top lip. That's where you want him. He's not 18, but I bet he's 17. That's a solid one. He wasn't being too wild, and then he saw me and went nuts. I guess he just thought his dinner was fighting back, but then he saw the paddleboard and saw me and got upset in a hurry. He just flopped off the board as I was trying to measure him, but that was a pretty good one. Let's see if we can get another decent one. Got another one. Oh. Another one came up and tried to kiss him as he was fighting too. Not quite as big as that last one, but decent. Probably another 14. Pretty specimens though. 14.5. Got him. Another little one. Followed it, and then I started reeling faster, and he swiped it. Beauty of those light wire trebles. They will stick to fish like glue. Got him on the gill plate. Little one. Another one. Flipped it in by those sticks. Got another probably little 14-inch guy. He sideswiped it too, got him by the gill plate. They're looking good in here though. I like that. He's probably not 14, maybe 13 or so. Still fun. Water's chilled out. Air has finally chilled out. There we go. A red-eyed guy. Numbers, fellas, numbers. Guys, I'm seeing tons of little bait. The bass in here look good. We're getting numbers on a little glide bait. Hard to ask for a much more fun afternoon. There's one. That one might be a little better, guys. Feels like he has a little bit of weight. Not bad. Everything on these little carbon fiber rods feels pretty good, honestly, when you get them on. Oh, he's only got one treble left. Still got him. A little fatter. Got my signature color tiny glide. Catching some numbers in this creek this afternoon. And y'all, I'll give you a shameless plug. I do have hats available now. If you want one of those, email me at my Gmail account in the pinned comment. I also have my rulers so that y'all can participate in my monthly BFS Big Bass contests, win some cool custom BFS gear and prize packages. Sometimes I have tiny glides up for grabs, and Aaron said he would be doing some more drops with that signature color tiny glide of mine, and I'll try to give you all a heads up of when those are as well. But if you want a hat or a ruler or any more details on either, contact me at my Gmail account in the pinned comment below. Got a green sunfish on the micro A-rig, guys. I don't know if it's cold enough for him to want the A-rig quite yet. Figured it might have been a little bit murkier than this, so I tied it on anyway. A little green sunfish. Just ate that Moondog micro A-rig. It's got 3 1/16 ounce jig heads on it, 2-inch swim baits on there, 3 blades, and a bladed jig leading it. I've never seen an A-rig with a bladed jig leading it, especially not one this small. I can throw it on my BFS stuff easily. I think it's got some serious potential for some of the water that I fish. As the water gets colder, oh, there's another one. But that was another panfish that wanted it. Excellent action, man. I'm not sure how Brandon and James designed these, but they got them working real nice. They got bladed ones. They have spy jig ones. I gave away some spy jig ones in a contest for October. They have unbladed ones. They have bladed ones. Really cool finesse A-rig option for this fall and winter for people who like to throw finesse stuff. The species on the tiny little bluegill somehow got those trebles. Little striped up guy, looking good. There's something. Is that a little bass? Very little bass. Still catching a bunch of fish today though. Boys, and there's a close-up view of my signature tiny glide. 2.5 inches long, 1/8 of an ounce. I did dye that tail red, guys. Had the 2 pin weights underneath of it. Had a ton of fun in that creek, guys. These aren't just effective in creeks. I have thrown them in lakes in the past and had success. It's just a matter of I don't have a lot of lakes or clear water ponds that are close to me that are conducive to throwing the little glide baits. So the creeks around me are kind of like the most accessible place for me to actually throw them and catch fish. But don't get it twisted. If y'all have some water suitable to glide bait fishing near you, whether it be big water or small water or skinny water, that little 2.5-inch Era glide bait will get crushed, and not just by bass, but by about anything that swims. I always catch a ton of panfish in the creeks on it. I've caught crappie in the lakes with it. I've caught catfish, drum, all kinds of stuff, guys. And it's a ton of fun, very, very versatile in the terms of how you can retrieve it. I can burn it, I can chop it, I can slow walk it. And as the water cools down, I do really well with a slow retrieve, pause, let it kill it, let it die a little bit, slowly retrieve, let it die a little bit. Sometimes they'll eat it as it falls. But I've had so much fun throwing that little tiny glide over the last 2 years or so. Aaron is such a good guy. He's always supported me as much as I've supported him, and I really appreciate all the baits that he's made for me in the past. And he did do one drop already with my signature color there with a little red tail on it. It's kind of just more of like a shad pattern. It's what works for me. I enjoy it, that bone color. And then if you want to add a little extra flair, you can dye your tail whatever color you want. I mean, you can make it blue, green, chartreuse, red, whatever you want to do. Personalize it, customize it. It's one of the things that makes swim bait fishing a lot different than other kinds of fishing, because it's easy to, you know, add your own kind of style or swag to it. And in my opinion, catching them on the little glide baits like that is right up there with the excitement level of like top water, especially if you can see them eat it. It's so much fun. I can't stress that enough. If y'all can get your hands on one at some point, you got to give it a try. The action on it is honestly killer. It blows the other little tiny glide baits that I've tried out of the water, and that's not just me shamelessly trying to sell it. It really does outperform all the other little glide baits that I've tried. And I will do my best to keep you guys aware of when Aaron's going to do a drop on these baits. If you want one, you have to be on his site right when he drops it, and be ready to click on putting it in your cart right when he drops it, because otherwise they go super fast. They don't last more than 24 hours whenever he drops them. So I'll keep you updated on like posts on YouTube or in my story. The easiest way for you to know when they're coming, you have to follow him on Instagram, guys. That's how he lets people know that he's going to do the drop, and that's how you know when to be waiting in line for him, is following him on Instagram. I do think that in the future he'll be able to get production up high enough to where hopefully he'll be able to keep some in stock. That would be awesome. That would be ideal. But then another way that y'all can get your hands on one, I've given away, I want to say upwards of like 5 to 10 of these for my BFS Big Bass contest. But I had a ton of fun on that one. And if y'all enjoyed watching it too, please leave a like for me. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet. Always talk with me in the comments below. Check out links to gear and other discount codes in the description above. And check out the link to more BFS bass action in a playlist in the pinned comment below. Please share it with the Finesse loving friend, guys. Help me hit 4,000 subs by the end of the year. If we can do it, we'll do some kind of cool gear-related giveaway at that time. But apart from all that, thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all take her easy. We'll catch you on the next one. Guys, I'm seeing tons of little bait. The bass in here look good. We're getting numbers.